I was giving advice to a startup business on what they need from a PR perspective, and there's many different things that they require, what they need from a PR perspective to break through, I would say don't devalue or forget about the credibility element of your brand. This is especially true in B2B businesses. We see this a lot in tech, right? In our own business. Tech startups or tech kind of mid-sized companies come to us and they want PR support. The one thing that I think unifies them all, or many of the founders and CEOs, is they think a new product or a new feature or a rebrand, classic one, a rebrand is going to solve their problem. And what is their problem? What is their core problem? Their core problem is they're not managing to break through with their target audience. They're not managing to convince their target audience to engage with them, or even actually get a meeting with them in the first place. Especially true if you're selling to a larger corporate or like a government body, for example. And it's not just being seen more times. That kind of helps. But it's being trusted as a brand by that target audience. Just plastering your brand everywhere probably will help build trust in some ways, but plastering your brand everywhere won't necessarily solve that core underlying problem. You need to think who are the 100 or 1,000 decision makers that will really make a difference in my business. If I was in front of them and sold them my product, what are they thinking about your company right now? They're probably not thinking, oh, I wish they had feature X. They're not even really pretty aware of your company. What would really help is if when you send, or your sales team or someone else sent outreach or engage with them, they go, I know this company, I've read their content, I trust them. It's worthy of a meeting because they've got interesting things to say. They bring interesting things to the table. They've shined a light on my core underlying problem and they've delivered value. They're experts. They know what they're talking about. They're trusted. That's the core thing that I think many companies forget about when they're setting up and scaling up.